Hello and welcome to another edition of Ambassadors Roundtable from Now Jakarta. In our first edition, we invited the European ambassadors, the ambassadors from Austria, from the Netherlands and from Germany, to tell us about the most important parts of their relationship with Indonesia, the things that matter between their country and Indonesia, where they are the ambassador. In this edition, we travel to the far south of America, to the Latin American communities, and we bring you the ambassadors of Argentina, of Brazil, and of Chile, three very important countries and important relationships that they have with Indonesia. So let's go over to those ambassadors. We thank them for their time to be with us, and let's hear what they have to say about their relationship between their country and Indonesia. Thank you.
That's a very good question, Alistair. Argentina and Indonesia have maintained diplomatic relations for 68 years, since 1956. Indonesia and Argentina have proven to be great partners with strong cooperation and mutual support in international fora. Bilateral relations have improved in recent years, with President Macri's presidential visit to Jakarta in 2019, President Fernandez's visit to Bali in 2022, and with the signing of different agreements, for example, on agricultural cooperation, on the establishment of trade and investment working groups, on cooperation in education and technology, on cooperation in the field of securing halal products, and on the establishment of political consultations. Argentina is known worldwide for its football. Therefore, cooperation with Indonesia is also developing in the sports sector. We are working with different Argentinian football clubs to cooperate with the training of young Indonesian athletes. On the other hand, Argentina is traditionally known as a food producer, and the Indonesian market is very attractive. It is our intention to take advantage of the potential of the trade between the two countries to improve the level of commerce exchange. The embassy is currently preparing the next high-level political dialogue, which is the most important bilateral forum for an exchange on political issues. And we are also preparing for more high-level political visits to Indonesia, seeking to increase dialogue and cooperation in new fields, especially in food security and renewable energy.
Well, as a diplomat, I see myself as a bridge builder. I work to create links and to promote understanding between different cultures, different mindsets, and sometimes different interests. I find that fascinating because it allows me to get a better grasp of different worldviews. It also reminds me that we can always find common ground and respect different points of views. And although Brazil and Indonesia have many similarities and many common interests, I believe that we can always build better bridges. I will be very proud if when I leave Indonesia, I have left a contribution to strengthen the relationship and the cooperation between our two countries. So although Brazil and Indonesia have many similarities and many common interests, I believe we can always build better bridges. And the longer I live here and the better I interact with Indonesian society and Indonesian people, a better bridge engineer I will become. So I hope that before I leave Indonesia, I will leave my contribution to strengthening the relationship and the cooperation between our two countries.
Well, in the first place, Chile and Indonesia, both countries are countries of the Pacific. We are partners in the Pacific. We're working towards a much stronger strategic future together in the Pacific. Chile this year, with Indonesia, will commemorate the 60th anniversary of the establishment of consular relations. And next year, in 2025, it'll be the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Chile and Indonesia. So there are a number of milestones which are coming about through this fruitful relationship which has been able to be attained by these two countries of the Pacific. There are also several challenges facing us as peoples, as governments, as economies of the Pacific. Climate change, the impact of climate change to our security. And when we talk about security, we're not talking about weapons, we're talking about food security, for example. Chile is a country that is right now undergoing a severe drought. And we're seeing that Indonesia, at this point in time, we're having lots and lots of rain. So this impacts our access to food for our peoples. So food security is an area that we want to work in together. There's also the issue of renewable energy resources, where Chile is a leader at this point in time with regards to solar and wind. And we're seeing that this energy transition is coming about as well in Indonesia. Chile, after China, is the world's largest user of public transportation, which is energized through electrical means. So we're looking also at this transportation innovation to be brought about here in Indonesia. So the relationship between Chile and Indonesia is today based on strategic thinking. And that is the most important way of pursuing a relationship in the 21st century between Chile and Indonesia.